The control of the elements by the great beings in charge of the four elements: fire, air, water, earth. (1958), first edition. Gratitude to the Elementals, a poem. Sylphs of Aries, beings of the air, purifying substance for all life to share. Through the air so gently do you float along, in God's light so sweetly singing freedom's song. For your loving service, grateful are we all. Blessings on thee now sincerely do we call. Precious little gnomes and beings of the earth, may you feel God's freedom in all light's rebirth. We call love's forgiveness from God's loving heart. As in sunlight dancing, you're of life a part. Gnomes and nature spirits, elves and fairies too, violet fire shall bless you for your service true. We call forth assistance for all undines dear, purifying water for all mankind here. Helios and Vesta, send thy help this hour, transmuting wrong causes with thy loving power. Lord Maha Chohan, we all do humbly pray, raise all elemental life forever to stay. Blessed salamanders from the heart of light, elemental beings of God's fire so bright. We are all so grateful for God's gift of fire. Heaven's peace enfolds all now as they aspire from discordant action to now be set free, as man now decides to live in purity. Sylphs and gnomes and undines, salamanders too, violet fire to set you free, we call for you. Blessed little beings, your release shall come through our love and gratitude for all you've done. God's great power shall bless you with His love so dear, and will ever sustain you till earth's crystal clear. Introduction. The knowledge and control of the four elements and their inhabitants is part of the training of the chela. He should know the good uses to which these elements and their inhabitants, elementals, can be put to, and also the distortion of their expression through the wrong qualification of mankind. The fire element is the most important of the four, as it is an expression of the sacred fire from which the violet flame and all other flames proceed. One of its constructive activities in the physical plane is that of purification through the incineration of rubbish and the human bodies, which allow the elements to return to the sun for repolarization. Its destructive activity is shown in the burning of buildings and woods, also in thunderstorms and in the use of firearms, bombs, etc. The air element is also very important for the maintenance of life in the physical plane, as without air, people cannot live for any length of time. By conscious control of the breath, you can not only harmonize your bodies, making them better temples of the living God, I am, but you can purify your surroundings. Its beneficent activity is seen in the warm and cool breezes wherever they are required. They are also the means of propelling boats and ships on oceans and rivers, as well as airplanes. We see its destructive activity in cyclones and thunderstorms. The water element is related to the emotional body, and the purification of it results in the purification of this body. In the physical plane, it is a great cleansing agent and one of the factors for the balancing of the weather conditions and the production of harvests. Its destructive activity shown in floods, droughts, and wrecks at sea in which men and animals perish. That this element, like all others, can be controlled was manifested by the ascended Master Jesus when he stilled the waters and the turbulent waters in the Sea of Galilee. The earth element is vital for the production of food, so that mankind can build perfect bodies, which are the outposts on earth of the spiritual and cosmic activities. We see its beneficent action in the beautiful landscapes, in the bird life, in the flowers, in the beautiful minerals, and of course, in the production of harvests. Its destructive action is shown in the landslides, volcanoes, and earthquakes. The daily purification of the elements and the cultivation of the friendship of the elementals as a prerequisite of the chela. Hence the importance of the wise selection of the words of the Ascended Masters and cosmic beings, and the corresponding decrees contained in these pages meant for daily reading and application. Thomas Printz, the Ascended Master El Morya. Preface by Beloved Claire, Elohim of Purity. I bring the full gathered cosmic momentum of my purity to you, to all mankind, and to the elements which have served mankind through the ages. Do you know the only discomfort in the world comes from lack of purity in one of the four lower bodies? We are endeavoring to anchor now the purifying energy into the elements which have served mankind. This will release these elements from the resentments and rebellions against their tormentors, undisciplined human beings. It will also open the outer mind to a greater realization of truth and begin the restoration of the divine atmosphere in which there is no veil of Maya hiding the glory of the angels, the ascended ones, and all who are assisting the race. If the mental body is not purified, it cannot receive the perfect design from the Godhead or the Masters, nor can it manifest the strength to hold that design against the disintegrating forces of doubt, fear, ridicule, and the many other negative qualities that always endeavor to destroy a constructive pattern. If the emotional body is not purified, The idea and pattern will be so tinged with selfishness and personal ambition that the beautiful design again loses much of its perfection and efficacy. If the etheric body is not purified, the failure of the past will neutralize and often destroy the form before it can be externalized as a blessing for all life. I ask you to call for the law of forgiveness for all your misuse of life through the ages, and to accept my gift of purity, so that you can see, know, and become an expression of your own individualized I Am presence and a holy grail, receiving into your outer mind the divine idea from the presence, which you can, through your purified creative centers of thought and feeling, externalize for your own blessing, for the expansion of this activity, and for the benefication of your fellow man.
To transcend all earthly strife, Morya be set free, as men now decrease to live in purity. Sylphs and gnomes and unbeings, salamanders too, violet fire to set you free, we call for you. Blessed little beings, your release shall come, through our love and gratitude for all you've done. God's own power I am bless you with his love so dear, and will ever sustain you till its